News. A Michiana mother now sharing her son's story on World Suicide Prevention Day.
So every month, approximately 90 people will die by suicide. That's just in Indiana alone. Many of those lost are between the ages of 10 and 24. And the Hoosier State ranks in the top 10 across the nation for its youth suicide rate. ABC 57's Mary Kaltrider is in studio introducing us to Leslie Weirich, who's using her family's heartbreak as a platform to make a difference and save lives.
By the world standards, we'd say Austin was an overachiever. You know, he graduated above a 4.0 from Goshen High School. He took weighted honors, ran track, and played football all 4 years he was there. He was actually the president of his freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior class, a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So if there was a club, an activity, he was in it. That carried on into college. He attended Wabash College, and Austin played football at Wabash. And on September 10th of 2016, which will be 5 years tomorrow, our son Austin took his life. And it's changed our lives. And set me on a path to realize that this problem is too big.
Every 8 hours, we lose someone to suicide in the state of Indiana. To put this into perspective, by the end of the day, someone will have lost a son, a mother, a daughter, a brother, a friend. September 10th is World Suicide Prevention Day, but for the Weirichs, it marks a day they'll never forget.
I don't want people to think that suicide can never happen in their family, because if you ask anyone in our community, they would tell you that about my son. 5 years later, people still can't believe that Austin Weirich took his life. So we have to get over and we have to realize that suicide is the great equal opportunity offender. It does not care what zip code you live in, it doesn't care the color of your skin, your background, your socioeconomic group. It impacts us all.
Just a little over a year after losing her son Austin, Leslie Weirich made it her mission to end the stigma surrounding mental health. She joined the team at Oaklawn Community Health, and she began sharing her story to students and parents, then even furthering her drive for change by starting Leslie's Hope. But she does not just share Austin's story. Leslie educates youth specifically about brain development. The prefrontal cortex is the portion of the brain tasked with higher-level reasoning and decision-making, but it is not fully developed until the age of 27. Leslie teaches teens about the Not Okay app and text crisis hotlines for kids to turn to in moments of emotion and isolation. It is all in an effort to save more lives, no matter how difficult it might be to relive her family's pain and heartbreak.
If I waited till I was no longer a grieving mom to tell my story, I would probably never tell my story. I'm always going to be a grieving mom.
Sadly, World Suicide Prevention Day also marks a somber day for the loved ones of one of Austin's teammates, too.
I'd like to say that was the only loss that Wabash College had, but on the 2-year anniversary of Austin's death, World Suicide Prevention Awareness Day in 2018, the co-captain of Austin's football team, beautiful young man out of Carmel, Indiana, Evan Hansen, also died by suicide.
Evan Hansen had been playing tackle football since he was 7 years old. Following his death, his family discovered he had a CTE diagnosis from repeated blows to the brain. Now his parents and the Weirichs lean on each other through this grief.
And they have a wonderful foundation, the Evan Hansen Legacy Foundation. And on Saturday, Chuck and Mary Hansen will be here to walk the 5K with us in memory of both of our sons.
This Saturday, the Goshen community, friends, teammates, and family will come together to walk in the Austin Weirich Memorial 5K. All of the proceeds will go to Austin's Scholarship Fund at Goshen High School. The scholarship is given to people with a passion for mental health, something that Leslie hopes will encourage others to join her fight in ending the stigma and saving lives.
So what I want to let everybody know is suicide can happen anywhere to any of us at any age. So we need to make sure all of us in the community have resources and are working on our mental health and funding mental health, and make sure that everybody, adults, everyone, has access to mental health resources.
The Austin Weirich Memorial 5K is tomorrow beginning at 9 at Fiddler Pond in Goshen. The entry fee is $37 in honor of his football number 37. All proceeds will go to Austin's Memorial Scholarship Fund. You can pre-register online or register on the day of. A little later this morning, you'll be able to find everything you need to know about the event on our website at abc57.com. I'll also post information about Leslie's Hope and how you could show your support. In studio, Mary Coltwriter, ABC 57 News.
Yeah, such a powerful story there. Now, if you know someone who's struggling with dark or suicidal thoughts, please always remember you're not alone. You can always call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline 24/7. That's 1-800-273-8255. There's also an online chat option available around the